everyone, it's Ben here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a tutorial on how to transfer your notes from Evernote to Onenote. Since recently Evernote has announced that they will limit the free users to only 2 devices, which means that you can only use 2 devices at a time on your free account. And they also increased 40% pricing on the paid users. So I figured it's probably time for me to move from Evernote to some other places. And I found out Onenote is the perfect place for me to move. So if you're like me, you don't want to pay for like something that's way too expensive for what they offer and want to find some reliable places that you can have your notes, then you're going to want to follow me on this tutorial. So before I start, I want to say that I'm doing this tutorial on my Windows 10 desktop. So if you're on a Mac or a tablet or whatever devices you're using, it probably should be the same process. It should probably apply to your situation, but I have not tested that out. So if you're on a different platform or using different applications from mine, just follow along and maybe, just get an idea on how this works. And yeah. So step 1, you're going to need to import all your notes from Evernote to Onenote. So there's a tool, importer tool, from the official Onenote website. So I'm going to put that link in my description and you can find it there. Once you arrive on this web page, you're going to need to click this, download the importer icon, and then download the importer. It should be pretty easy process once you have downloaded the application. Just follow the on-screen instructions of the importer and your notes should be transferred successfully into Onenote. Before I go into step 2, I want to do a brief explanation on how Evernote and the Onenote system works. On Evernote, they organize in a way that every notebook could be inside a stack. You can only put notebooks inside a stack. You cannot put stacks inside a stack. Okay, you cannot create a stack inside a notebook. You can only create a stack on the outermost level. You cannot nest stacks inside a stack. You cannot put a stack inside a notebook. That's generally how it works. So here on my Evernote account, I have 6, maybe 7 stacks, and I have different notebooks inside those stacks. So that's how Evernote works. So let's move on to Onenote. It's kind of different than how Onenote works from that of Evernote. In Onenote, there's no stacks. You can have this concept of a notebook. It's like your real notebook. You can have a lot of things inside one notebook. Say, if I have this notebook here called Inbox, and I can create a lot of things inside this notebook. I can create a section. You can see all these inbox and new section too. You can create another section. Like all these are called sections. A section is kind of like a notebook that we saw on Evernote. You can create different pages on the sections. You can add up to 100 pages on each section, I believe. You can create another section if you want. You can give it different names. You can change the color of the section. Not only can you create sections, you can also create section groups. Like this one, new section group. You can put sections inside a section group. It's kind of like a folder if you think about it. You can even create section groups inside a section group. So the potential is limitless. You can do whatever nesting you want. I want to give you this notion on what these notebooks mean. When you open the notebook, you can find that these different icons. This icon looks like an open book. It means the notebook is open. And this icon looks like closed book. It means the notebook is closed. The open notebooks are showing and the closed notebooks do not show in this panel. Okay, so you only have the opened notebooks that shows up in this panel. So it's a better idea to just close out all of the notebooks that you do not use at the moment and only focus on the notebooks you're working on. So in this case, I have 4 notebooks open and I have all the other notebooks closed. So let's move on to step 2. I'm gonna need to create a big notebook for the stuff that I want to put in. I'm gonna create a new notebook by right-clicking on this empty panel and then click New Notebook. And then once you have this notebook created, you're gonna put in different sections. So how do I move the sections around inside the notebooks? Well, what you're gonna need to do is to find the specific section that you want to move and right-click on the section title and then click on Move or Copy. Once you have clicked on that, you're gonna see all your notebooks and all the section groups that you have inside each notebook, and just choose where you want to place the section and then click on Move. So I recommend that you put in the notebooks that you have just transferred from your Evernote to this section. Say this notebook is section A, this notebook is section B, this notebook is section C. So you're gonna give it different names in the section, and then the pages should be listed and from the notebooks that you imported. And you can also group them. Like I said, you can right click on here and create new section group and put different sections inside the section group. So that's how you organize your notes on OneNote. So once you have organized all of your notes, you're going to need to close out all of the notebooks that you do not use so it's not clustered, okay? You're going to want to right click on the notebook you don't want and click on close this notebook, and then the notebook should be closed. So what you do after you have organized your notebook, that you have closed all the notebooks, you have only the notebooks you want showing up on this panel and they are open. What you're going to need to do next is probably going to want to delete all those different notebooks that I do not use. So next time I'm opening up the OneNote application, I do not confuse myself. So you can easily find which notebook you want to open. But you cannot delete the notebooks on the OneNote application yourself. I do not believe you can delete the notebooks on the OneNote application. What you're going to need to do is go to OneDrive website. And once you arrive at this website, you're going to need to click on the Documents folder, and once you're inside, you're going to want to find out the notebooks that you do not want, and click on it and go inside and see if it's the notebooks that you want to delete, so you don't delete things that you want. So once you confirm that, you're going to want to click this delete icon, and then the notebooks should be gone. Then you're all set. Enjoy your perfect OneNote experience. And that's pretty much about it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I do really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Ben, and I hope to catch you guys later. Peace.